Hey guys, what's up? This is Euphoria episode 5. Last episode was the best episode of Euphoria I am yet. They were at a carnival, and Jules confronted Nate's dad, who she has complete power over at this point, but actually, in a interesting twist, she has no intention of ever hurting him. She didn't plan to do that at all. She's a very nice person, actually. But Nate may force her hand, though, because she also confronted her online boyfriend, Tyler or whatever, shy guy Tyler or something. It turns out to be Nate, who is now blackmailing her with child pornography. Because of the nudes that she had uploaded to him, he had sent her some kind of website and put it in her name or something. The things you can do when you're anonymous, huh? So, he intends to the idea was to blackmail her before she blackmails him. And the thing is, she wasn't even going to do it, but she might now because of him. You know what I mean? She kind of, it's one of those, like the Greek tragedy thing where you are told, I forgot which one it was, but you are told when you're told the future and you try to stop it, and by trying to stop it, you create it. So in this case, it's like that. He's creating his own demise. She would never have said anything, but he assumed she would, and is now using all that stuff against her. Somehow Nate knows, but yeah. So I think he might have just. It's like the other saying. You sometimes the enemy doesn't exist until you go looking for it. Rue looking out for her sister. I think she's starting to realize the consequences of her actions, and she don't want her sister to go on the same path that she did. Oh, and then the other chick, the blonde chick. She got kind of an argument with her boyfriend. That's definitely gonna come back. And I think that's it. Let's go. We're getting a Maddie episode.
Coach Marcus Cutler was arrested today on 18 counts of child molestation.
That's it. You're done. No more pageants. This is sick.
She never really had any desire to have a career or
That's
job.
awesome.
They may have children.
She don't want to work.
raise or
She just wants to
decorate.
get her
But
nails
at the end of the
painted.
day, they literally did nothing.
You're a virgin.
That when she was 14 on vacation in Panama City Beach, she met a guy who was 40.
Hey, you from around here?
Which, in retrospect, seems kind of rapey and weird, but honestly, she was the one in control.
Sure she was.
She also watched a lot of porn. Not because it turned her on or anything. It didn't.
She
But if
did
you
it. She did it
analyze
for him.
really closely, because if you make a guy feel confident and powerful, well,
You buy you stuff.
they'll do anything.
That one.
Treat her like a
Really?
queen. Treat her like a king,
It's in
man.
the car.
Like that.
Who said he opened for Calvin Harris, and the stockbroker guy with the family who
So she's cheating on him all the time.
And when she got home that night, she felt sick to her stomach. It wasn't the violence that scared her. It was the fact that she knew no matter what he did, she'd still love him.
So who's in control now?
The best thing
She
I've
jerking
ever
off?
had is fentanyl. And then you know what would be better? Jules and fentanyl, but I can't do both because
Combined together.
So
Has Rue had sex?
Dinner's ready. Are you coming?
Yeah, no. Yeah, for dinner.
are you two in a relationship?
Yeah. What are they? Or are they?
Yeah, kinda.
So they did make out that episode.
Baby, just take your time.
Yeah, you don't want to lose yourself into it, and she
You're
breaks up
delicate.
with you.
Not delicate.
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are.
Selfishly, things have been going really well.
Is that their names put together? Oh my god.
No, what had
What are you, the Unabomber?
She's covering her
What are you,
neck.
a dominatrix?
Maddie woke up 3 hours early, applied more concealer than a burn victim, and tried her best to cover up.
How do you skip that many meals? Nothing for the weekend? Are you crazy? Oh, and then they looked at her neck.
There is no bruising on my neck.
Yes, there is.
Paramedic saw it.
All I know was she like knocked over a giant pot of chili and like called his mother the C.
Chick's crazy.
I don't want to talk until I get a lawyer.
You're not being charged.
Are you serious?
I don't know about the carnival, but I do know she smashed some dude
You
in
got a
the pool at
hickey?
McKay's.
Smashed.
That guy is too big.
Wanna tell me what the problem is?
That's the guy at the carnival on the ride.
Daniel, I can't.
If I promise not to say anything, can we hang out again?
What the hell is that? Just you didn't say no. You supposed to say no.
I sent you a bunch of texts. Didn't get it.
Oh,
Says like delivered on my phone.
you just ditched him at the freaking carnival. You owe him an explanation.
Do something. I don't know either, did you?
Oh my gosh.
Luke Caston was a fucking god. No matter how cool or sexy or smart you think a guy is, they're actually just fucking pathetic. By the way, if you want to come, I put a body harness on my Amazon wish list. I'm gonna need you to buy it for me.
Oh my gosh.
Breath as I
Holy
walk
shit.
by. I spent my whole
It
life
looks pretty
afraid
cool,
people were
though.
gonna find out that I was fat. Nothing more powerful than a fat girl who doesn't give a fuck.
You should see me in the crowd.
Oh, that's the guy at
Thought you
the.
weren't from around here.
He was the guy at what? He's the guy at the dressing place.
You get off work at 7.
When she got the clothes on. What?
Wanna hang out?
Is this real? Such interesting music. It's gonna stop as soon as he opens the door. Oh yeah, I knew it.
Did you admit to it?
No.
Two different things, huh?
Her family's gonna press charges. Don't get angry, don't make a scene. You walk out of the school with your head held high. You walk out first. I'm right behind you.
He's more concerned about how he deals with it. He doesn't care that he doesn't care that his son did it. He's trying to save face somehow. But probably because he does similar things. He's very rough with the.
Okay, one, what was that about? Two, can we talk about the fact that you fucked Nate's dad?
Rue, even if you decide you hate me one day, like, you can never tell anyone.
How would I ever hate you? Do you think Nate knows?
Did you change your hair color? It's bluish
No,
now.
like,
You know, it would be amazing if they paid you off with a bunch of money and we do a bunch of really cool shit.
Oh gosh. Don't even put that in her head.
Rue, this isn't a joke.
I mean,
It's the lifestyle.
you've had one-night stands, right?
Yeah, has Rue had sex?
I had my first kiss at the age of 12 with a boy I didn't really like, but I just wanted to get it over with.
I'm literally gonna tell the entire school that you sucked my dick, so you might as well just suck my dick.
Got asked to a freshman formal by Tucker Blake, and I really weird and uncomfortable for you.
No, not really.
Danny bars, drank a beer, which is super dangerous, and lost my virginity.
What the hell is that? I have a Nicholas Sparks book. Oh shit. You don't have any power here.
Please.
I hate seeing people. Oh my god, they're gonna cut a sweater off. She's like an abused housewife.
Trust me when I tell you that the person that did this doesn't love you.
Ooh, man, this thing's freaking bad.
I love Maddie. I'd never do anything to hurt her.
Nothing in high school lasts forever.
Eventually, it's gonna end. I don't know that. I mean,
You should meet her.
a lot of people get together and then get married.
Yeah, every time I collected a chip, whether it be 30 days or 60 days or 90 days, I was lying. And now I want to stay clean. Ali just scared the shit out of me because he told me that it wasn't gonna last. But I really, really, really hope you're wrong. Because I've been clean for 13 days. I've actually been really happy. Yeah, I don't know, I guess that's why I wanted to come here and tell you guys the truth. Thank you.
It's really hard to do. Go up in front of all those people and admit that you lied to them.
Thing with Rue,
So long.
or is it like...
You made me feel like you weren't proud to be my boyfriend.
Oh, I see.
I'm proud to be your boyfriend. Trust me. What you gotta be sorry about?
She doesn't know what she did that day. No.
I love making music. Yeah, I mean, but to be honest,
I don't know about that.
Look, if you want to hook up, we can hook up.
I wasn't expecting that.
Really?
I was just making conversation.
I mean, that's my point. You don't really have to.
What?
The one thing I know is that Nate loves me no matter what. He'd fucking kill for me and I'd kill for him. You think I want this? You live in the same house and you don't even say one word to each
the same con todos los tipos que anduve. Igual.
That was really good. One of the best blowjobs I've ever had.
She should have brought her friend by herself. Now she's gonna feel like she's the third wheel. You know?
Ruth seems really good.
Yeah, she does.
It's because of you, you know.
She seems so.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Because she knows that you likes her, and she doesn't like her though. She might not be gay. She's not bisexual. I think she likes guys.
I'm Minako, but the boys call me Mina.
Do you think this stuff affects them, even if they don't know it?
Yes, it does.
I don't know.
I think it shows up in your own face. Everything you do.
Do you think hiding it creates the same thing in them?
So are you saying that's how he feels on the inside? The dad is like him.
I spent my whole...
That's a perfect shot, by the way.
It seems like we never do this anymore.
Yeah.
Is it cool if I just go with you?
Yeah, sure.
She wanted to say no. Oh shit, that's it. Wow, it was so captivating. Lost track of time. But I'm going to try and keep it brief. Okay, so something that I'm starting to understand how this show works, right? It's being told from the point of view of the teenagers. So you got to understand everything got to be taken with a grain of salt. Okay? They don't know that much about the world, right? We didn't know anything about the world when we were teenagers. We think we know everything. We don't. And that's what they're slowly learning as the story goes on. So in the case of Rue narrating, she narrates everybody's life story. So you gotta remember, it's coming from their point of view, but then some of it I think is also her point of view. It's kind of interesting. It's like she inserts some of her own thoughts. It's almost like she's reading somebody's zoology or something. And then in the middle of it, she will insert her own thoughts sometimes about how she feels about it or something. I don't know. But, like with Maddie, with Maddie, what she said in the beginning doesn't match her actual emotions by the end of the episode. In the beginning, she talks about how she likes Nate because she can use him to gain clothes and items and power, right? She feels that I'm in control, and I can make him do whatever I want. All I gotta do is make him feel like a man, and then I get whatever I want. Treat him like a king. He treats her like a queen, kind of thing. But she acts like, oh, I don't really care about him. I actually just use him for to get stuff. But that's not true at all, is it? She's totally devoted to him. And even if he chokes her, slams her up against a trailer, a wall or something, she won't care. She's that indebted to him that she'll cheat on him. She'll sleep around him, act insane and crazy, and then he chokes her, equally insane, lifts it off the damn ground, right? But then she, she's mad for a second, then she throws a tantrum, and then she goes back to him anyway. They have a twisted, crazy relationship, but she is not in control. You're not in control if you feel you have to go. You feel you're gonna go back to the guy who just choked you. So what she says and what she actually does is two different things. Very much classic, teenagers. And also, it was hard to watch. She was tied down to the table and forced to cut off or expose her neck. But it showed the difference between high school and the real world. In high school, she is queen bitch, and she does whatever she wants. She has complete control. But as soon as she gets out into the real world, the police and all that, suddenly she got no power. She doesn't have anything. You learn. Hopefully, you learn real quick that you don't really have anything. High school is gonna end, and then she's not gonna have any control over anything. She will have a hard time adjusting to the real world because she's so, she was queen in the end of high school, but she won't be when she leaves that place. high school's gonna end. And then also, she's actually a lot more like the mom than she wants to admit. I thought that was interesting when you see that. See how the mom and with the dad, right? She defends the guy, and he is nothing but a drunk. And he didn't even say a word. He just watched the TV the whole episode. But she will support him and defend him to the end of the times. It kind of reminds me of my mom a little bit. She would never consider leaving if she's devoted to him, which is, I think, is also admirable though. But it's like what Nate's dad said about her. It's like what Nate's dad said, that the rage inside of his kids is too late to take back. Right? You can't remove it. It's part of who they are. It's like that. Point is, the mom will do anything for the husband, and she will defend his right to sit on the couch. And does he work? I don't know, but she'll defend his right to sit on the couch and drink beers and never talk to her again while she does the house and he just does his thing. And the same thing that Maddie is doing, only worse, because at least her husband isn't abusive. But Maddie, she does the same thing. She doesn't want to be like her dog, like her mom. She thinks she's not like her mom, but she actually is. She is going to a guy who abused her and whatever, and no matter what, she will defend him to her dying day. Thus, she is just like her mom. She married someone. She's gonna marry someone like her mom if it keeps going that way. Jules won't say anything about Rue because I don't think she actually likes her. I see it now. She don't really likes her. She doesn't. She knows Rue likes her, but she doesn't like Rue that way. She didn't realize how much. So did they make out or what? I can't be sure. The bed last night episode, but Jules likes Rue. No, Rue likes Jules, and Jules does not, unfortunately, reciprocate. I think she is, in fact, not into girls. That's why part of why she transitioned probably, right? She likes guys. Totally likes guys. So she's not interested in Rue at all. Not like that. She didn't realize how far into this it's becoming. How deep it's getting. Everyone's telling her that you're a good influence on her, and now she's feeling pressured about that. And she's feeling bad because I don't think she intends to stick around. She thought that they would just be friends, and now she's seeing it get deeper, and that's not what she wanted. She knows. The look on her face says she knows exactly how Rue feels, but she doesn't want to admit it. She doesn't know how to. She needs time alone to think about it, but she doesn't know how to. She don't want to hurt Rue's feelings. Also, gonna be Rue's ultimate test, because if Jules ever leaves her, exactly like the guy said, Ali said, Rue is gonna be devastated, and that's gonna drive her into drugs. The mom is afraid of it too. She was saying how you're actually very delicate. See, once again, Rue says, "I'm not delicate." No, you are. You are. See, you say that, but look, everything you do is a facade. She's hiding who she really is on the inside. I guess that's a common thing with all these characters. Well, yeah, they hide who they really are. Same thing with Katie or whatever it was, Cat. They hide the insecurities with a false sense of confidence. With Kat, furthermore, just proving my point that she has no confidence in herself. Nate does regret what he did, but I assume a lot of abusive people regret what they did, and they still do it again. I like what the dad said about what it does to his kids. I wanted that myself. Can secrets hurt people? If they don't know what you did. If I killed someone and then I want to go hide the body and then I pretended for the rest of my life. I raised my kids and I never let them know that I killed somebody. But would it affect them? Would it affect them? I think it would. Because I think that what you put out into the world affects everything around you. You've done a bad thing. You've killed somebody, and you feel bad about it. It hurts you in your heart, and from there, it expresses to your face, to your actions. Your energy you put out is now tainted. I think it does. And they will sense that. People sense these things, even though they don't know what you did. They will feel this sense of doom around you, and it affects their mood. People will say, "My dad was always kind of sad. I don't know why. He always seemed a little paranoid or sad or something." But you can sense it about a person, no matter how hard they try to hide it. I don't think anybody can hide anything like that 100%. And I think everything they do starts to affect things. So I think the dad, in fact, keeping this part of him, looks like he has like this It's like he has a thirst on the inside, a unquenchable thirst, a desire that he can't quite quash. He's a sex addict. That's what it is. He's a sex addict. I think he's a sex addict. He seems to, maybe he's into the act itself. It doesn't matter who it is. But he tried to keep that under control and has managed to create this amazing life out of that. But at the same time, he's still beholden to his desires. And he keeps it secret, but he films it and all this. And it's going to get out, especially if you film it, for God's sake. But I think they can sense this kind of thing about you anyway. That rage is built up over a decade of, a whole life's worth of anger built up over time about a lot of things. And I'm surprised that he didn't realize it until now. It seemed like he didn't realize it, or it took this thing to really make him see it. Which makes me think this never really happened before. He never really strangled someone before. He never had his son strangle his girlfriend before. But he sees that rage now. And he's trying to figure out what's wrong. Well, part of it is you kind of demand too much of your kids. There's so much pressure put upon them to be these great things, right? And you also seem to have dismissed your first son because he didn't follow your path. Well, why wouldn't he be angry, right? Because you don't like them for who they are. They gotta be better than everything. He clearly loves his two boys. He does. He actually even talked about his first son that he never talks about, or according to what Nate said, the dad is always really harsh on. But he actually talked about both of them, and he demands so much of them. Nathan's kind of held it together pretty well, but there's a lot of problems under that, and it's dangerous for someone that big, because he could just snap and kill half the police force. He's so freaking huge. How big is that guy? He must be like MGK size. He must be like 6'4" or something. He looks freaking huge, and the dad looked freaking big too. The dad was tall, so if he's that big, god damn. His dad was the second tallest guy in that hallway. But I mean, for all I know, all these guys are 5'6", but I don't think so. Anyway, we'll leave it at that. Nate is freaking huge. Yep, I think that covers everything. Freaking awesome, freaking series. So much to think about with these characters. I love the whole unreliable narration, and you realize how all these kids talk a lot of shit, but they don't really know as much as they think they do. It's kind of satisfying, actually. Dumb kids. Okay, thank you, Euphoria. That was episode 5. I'll see you guys in the next one. Freaking awesome episode.